it is currently 4:50 in the morning. We are gonna go see Cappadocia by hot air balloon. Let's do it. Alright. When I first came to Cappadocia, the idea of even going on a hot air balloon, not even in my mind. I figured, it's too expensive, not worth it. I had a drone, what's the point? But after getting to Cappadocia, so many people were telling me that that was the best experience of their life, that it was a bucket list item, a childhood fantasy. And after asking around, I realized the price wasn't too bad. It was roughly 700 liras, which even compared to Myanmar or Laos is actually cheaper here than it is in those places. So after all those factors came together, I decided, okay, let's give it a shot. And that's why we went hot air ballooning this morning. And as you can probably see from the footage, it was beautiful. It was truly stunning. It's very different from flying a drone. So I think I mentioned this earlier, but we are leaving Cappadocia today. So we are going to take a bus at roughly 1 p.m. is the plan. So currently it's 7:30. So what we're going to do is we need to pack a little bit, but I have this one valley which I've always wanted to check out, but I haven't gotten the chance to go and see. I'm so sad that we're leaving this place. This place is really, really beautiful, but the next destinations we have in mind are going to be even more amazing, so let's go for it. For the past 2 days, I've had a motorcycle to get everywhere here in Cappadocia, so I haven't had really the chance to walk. So today, walking to this valley, it's a great way to regain some stamina and maybe lose a couple pounds. But it's great to be on the road again, walking step by step to our next destination here in Cappadocia. We have finally made it to our last stop here in Cappadocia before leaving. By the way, that drone, that's not my drone. Someone else is flying their drone here. But this stop right here, it's really gorgeous. This is Rose Valley. The valley itself is actually really, really wide. You can tell the amount of roads that go through this valley. It's one of the widest valleys I think I've seen here in Cappadocia. Now, as to why it's called Rose Valley, I have no clue, but I have two theories. One is that some of the fairy chimneys in the middle of the valley are really, really spiky, so they kind of look like the thorns on a rose. I'm not sure if that's a valid one. Second one is that some of the rocks, you can tell they're a little bit like pinkish rose color. So that color might be why they call this place Rose Valley. If you know what the true reason why it's called Rose Valley, feel free to comment down below. But this valley itself, there's another valley actually over there that's called Red Valley. But we're just gonna hike up to the top here. We're gonna see the view. The drone shots have been absolutely amazing, and it's currently almost like 9 in the morning. And there's still a hot air balloon. That is remarkable. Hot air balloons in Cappadocia have two timings. They either go before the sun or after the sunrise. So before the sun is the one that I did, which means that you get to see the sun rise as you are over Cappadocia. The second one is where, the sun's already risen roughly like 7, 8 a.m. Then the balloons will fly off, which is the one that we saw. Those numbers tend to be a lot lower because there's only like 1 or 2 companies that do the post-sunrise tour. but apparently there's one that does it right here, and it didn't really go through the valley. It just sort of hovered in the cliffside here, never really went through the valley, which is a bummer. But the valley itself, really wide. You can see there's a lot of vegetation. People actually live in these valleys, and even in some of the stone rocks, the fairy chimneys, you can see carvings where people used to live, but now they live in the valley itself, planting, I don't know what fruits or trees they're doing there, but this is a very heavily vegetated area, and you can tell that people have used up the land here. I'm guessing it's got to be fertile if so many crops are growing. We have made it to the top of the hill. I mean, look at this view. It is incredible. It really is awesome. Unfortunately, we are leaving Cappadocia today, which means that I need to start heading back. We're actually quite early. It's currently 9:30. The bus leaving Cappadocia should be here at roughly 1 p.m. So I just need to get to the bus station at maybe 12:30, relax a little bit, maybe eat something light, and then head on the bus. So we have some time to kill, but walking back to Goreme is gonna take some time as well. So I will see you guys when we are back in Goreme. Welcome back to Goreme. Our bags, as you can see, are all packed. Time to check out and head to the autogar. So it turns out that taking a bus to Ankara is not that simple. So first I went to the Goreme bus station. They said they couldn't buy me a ticket, so I had to go to Nevşehir, which is the regional big city. So I just took a bus to Nevşehir, only to realize that the autogar is very far away from Nevşehir city center. If you look at it at the map, the autogar is like southwest of the city, and it's quite far, like 15-20 minutes. So there I am in Nevşehir. I have to change buses again to get here to the autogar, and finally we now have a ticket that's going to take us to Ankara. The bus leaves at 1 p.m. It's currently 12:23. We have about 40 minutes. I don't think the bus is here yet, but I have to say this bus station, really nice. I think it's really new, but there's barely anyone here. It's really clean, really nice. I think I'm gonna get something quick to eat before we head on to the bus. Now here at the bus stations in Turkey, they have a lot of little like food stops that are selling delicious little sandwiches. I've just got myself here a sausage toast. Let's try it out. There's nothing special about it. It's literally just bread and sausage. Nothing better than a little sausage sandwich here at a Turkish bus station. Our bus should be coming anytime soon, so I will see you guys when we get on the bus. We are now on the bus. Should be about a 4-hour bus ride from Nevşehir to Ankara, so if everything works out, we should be there by 5. Let's hope it all works out. We are currently about 2 hours on our bus ride to Ankara, and on the way the bus stopped at this place which I have heard about, and I actually wanted to come here but didn't have enough time to dedicate, a day to come to. This is a place known as Tuzgul Lake. So this place is the largest salt lake in all of Turkey, and it's supposed to be like this beautiful lake where it reflects on the water. I don't know if you guys can tell right now, but it definitely does not look like that. But it is very salty. You can see the salt, but the lake is completely dried up. So I think it's just the wrong season to come to Tuzgul Lake. Luckily, I didn't dedicate an entire day, a whole day trip coming to this place, because it would have been very disappointing to come up to a dried lake. But I can imagine if the lake was filled up with water, what it would look like. But right now it's just sand and salt. So nothing special here during this time period, but I think during the rainy season, when this place does get more rainfall and the lake is covered up, it is beautiful. Welcome guys to the city of Ankara. We have finally made it here to the bus station. It is a very, very big bus station. But we finally made it. Tons of buses going in and out of this station. I think it might be the biggest bus station I've seen. But now we're gonna go find a taxi and we're gonna head into the city center of Ankara. We have officially made it to our hotel here in Ankara. Just driving into the city, I saw a very different vibe in Ankara. The first vibe I got when I entered Ankara was this huge, sprawling city, tall buildings, skyscrapers, development, construction, everywhere you looked. It's like a very big, modern, bustling city. But then we got into the old district of Ankara and all of a sudden it's these old Ottoman era houses, wooden houses, cobblestone streets, super charming, like old towny feeling. So it's such a stark contrast, but I'm very excited to explore Ankara, but we're gonna fully do Ankara tomorrow. Today, it's currently 5:50. Sun's gonna set really soon, and there's a beautiful place here at Ankara Castle to catch the sunset. It's supposed to be like the best place to catch sunset here in Ankara. So we're gonna go do that. Let's go check out Ankara Castle. We've just made it to one of the viewpoints here on the, I would say, mountain side of Ankara. And wow, the view of Ankara is just exceptional. You can even see the mausoleum, which we will visit tomorrow, but it's where Ataturk is still preserved. His body is in there. But it's just a complete panoramic view of the city. Wow, the city is really, really beautiful. It's so different from Istanbul because Istanbul is still really like old in its own way. And you have like mosques on the skyline, but here it's skyscrapers dominating the skyline. It's a very modern city. Yet, in some parts, you have these old Ottoman houses, which you don't find in Istanbul. So, really, really different city from what I expected and what I'm used to. I'm really excited to explore it tomorrow, but let's keep going up towards that castle. What's interesting about this castle is that they don't actually know who built it. They just know that there's a lot of history here. It's been through a bunch of battles, Roman, Byzantine, Ottoman. It has a ton of history, but it is a great viewpoint here in Ankara. You can see the entire city. And we just finished up sunset here, but it's only 7, but they're kicking us out because I think they're closing the castle. With that said though, there were a bunch of locals here earlier when the castle was still open, but entrance into the castle is completely free. So if someone tries to ask you to pay money, it's a scam. But it has been an amazing view here, amazing city. I'm already excited because Ankara looks so beautiful from the castle. And the castle itself, I mean, it has so much history. This entire city is filled with history, and the view up from the city was just full of these old Ottoman wooden houses that I don't think I've seen anywhere else in Turkey. From what I understand, these sort of housing architecture is only found in the northern part of Turkey, which we are about to explore in the coming week. So I'm very excited for all the adventures ahead, and Ankara is just going. Hello. Yes. Hello. Once again, super friendly locals here in Turkey. But I'm super excited because we have a bunch of adventures planned tomorrow.
full day here in Ankara. We're gonna explore the city, we're gonna understand the city, we're gonna learn everything about it. The city is full of history and museums, and I can't wait to share it all with you guys in the next video. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. I'm really excited about the city, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.